Hi, my Year 5 students. Welcome back to Miss Shiva, your math teacher. Today I'm going to start a new chapter, Triangles and Four-Sided Figures. Lesson 1, Angle Measures of a Triangle. This lesson is very fun. I love it. I hope you like it as well. The first thing we're going to learn is finding the sum of the angle measures in a triangle. So we want to know if we add up all the angles in a triangle, how much do we get? What's the measurement? I'm going to first call the angles in the triangles, which is this one, A, B, C. And then I say angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals to 180. That's one of the rules that we have to remember and we have to memorize. If we add all the angles in a triangle, you get 180 degrees. That's the rule. So for example, if I have another triangle, if it's E, F, G, if we add them up, we must get 180 degrees. That's the rule, and that's not changing. Practice number 1. Find the unknown angle measures. Okay? For example, we have this triangle, which is A, C, B. The two angles in this triangle is given. Angle B is given, which is 47 degrees. And angle C is given, which is 56 degrees. Okay? So how do we find angle A? It's asking for angle A. So inside, I'm going to call it small a equals to question mark. What's given? Angle B is given, which is 47 degrees. Angle C is given, which is 56 degrees. Another information that is very important, and we just learned, we know the total angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So I know angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals to 180 degrees. So what do we have to do? What needs to be done? The first thing we're going to do, we're going to angle B plus angle C, which is 47 plus 56. You tell me what you get. 47 plus 56 equals to 103 degrees. So angle B plus angle C is 103 degrees. Then all I need to do is say 180 minus 103 degrees. Then I get 77 degrees. So angle A equals to 77. Let's see if we can check. So the rule says angle A plus angle B plus angle C has to be 180. So now we found angle A, 77. If we add 77 plus 47 plus 56, does it give me 180? Yes, it does. So we did it correctly. Another example, part B. We have this triangle EDF. Angle D is given, which is 114 degrees. Angle F is given, which is 37 degrees. It's asking for angle E. because it's capital E on the outside, I'm going to call the angle E. Angle E is question mark. So we have angle D, which is equal 114 degrees. Angle F equals 37 degrees. The total of the angles in the triangle is 180. So same thing as the top. All we need to do is to add the two angles that we have and minus 180, which is the total. So we say 114 plus 37. So 114 plus 37 equals to 151 degrees. And then 180 minus 151 equals to 29 degrees. So angle E equals to 29 degrees. That's simple. So just by knowing one simple rule, but very important rule, you can answer these questions. So it doesn't matter which two angles are giving it to you, asking for the third angle, you just need to add the two angles that we have and minus the total of the angles in the triangle, which is 180. Now we're going to question number 2. Find the unknown angle measures. This time I'm going to choose red. So we have, what does this sign mean? When I do this sign, means this angle is 90 degrees. It doesn't say 90. It's just showing me with this sign, with this symbol. You have to be familiar with that. So sometimes this does say 90, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, I'm going to write it down inside and say 90 degrees. 42 degrees. Here is I. So actually in the question, it does not say 90 degrees. So how many angles do I have? I have the angle H, which is 90 degrees. You should know what that symbol means. And angle I is equal to 42 degrees. The total of the angles equals to 180 degrees. That's from the rule that we just learned in the beginning of the lesson. So we do the same thing. We say 90 plus 42 equals to 132 degrees. And then we say 180 minus 132. That will give me 48 degrees. Correct? Moving on to the next question. I'm going to choose, make it a little bit thicker. So we have the triangle of JKL. The inside, the angles that we have is 52 degrees, 67 degrees, and this is unknown. So we have the angle J equals to 67 degrees. Angle K equals to 52 degrees. Angle L equals to unknown. What about the total angles in the triangle? Is 180 degrees. What does this mean again? Means angle J plus angle K plus angle L. So if I add these up together, it has to give me 180 degrees. If in any case you add the angles inside the triangle and it's not 180, make sure you double check your work. That means you made some mistakes in your calculation. So always make sure you add all the angles in your triangle, and if it's not 180 degrees, that means you made a mistake. Just go back, check on your calculation. So always do double check at the end when you find the missing angle. So we do the same thing as what we were doing before. We say 67 degrees plus 52 degrees. So 67 degrees plus 52 degrees equals to 119 degrees. And then what is next step that we have to do? Yes, you minus it from the total. So 180 degrees minus 119, which gives me 61 degrees. So let's check. If I add 61 plus 52 plus 67, yes, it does give me 180 degrees. So I didn't make any mistakes in my calculation, and it's correct. So angle L is 61 degrees. So this angle is 61 degrees. Okay. Now we're going to learn another important rule. Finding unknown angle measures in a right triangles. The learning part in this question is triangle ABC. So we have ABC is a right triangle. How do I know it's the right triangle? And what does that mean when I say this angle is a right triangle? This triangle is a right triangle. When I say right triangle, means one of the angles, one of its angles is a right angle. So when I say this triangle is a right triangle, that means one of the angle in this triangle is right angle, which is showing in the picture. We also were doing a one question here. For example, this one is a right triangle, correct? Because it has one right angle. Okay? So angle B is 90 degrees. So that's why, because it's 90 degrees and because it's a right angle, so we call this triangle a right triangle. And why is this important to know? The reason it's important is that when we have one angle of a triangle 90 degrees, the sum of the measures of the other two angles is also 90. What does that mean? That means if this one is 90 degrees, the sum, if I add angle A, if I add angle A and angle C, it gives me 90 degrees. Do you want to try on the first question, on the other question I did? For example, the angle G. What did I get from angle G? I got 48 degrees, right? And angle I is 42 degrees, right? And angle H is 90 degrees. What happens if I do add 48 plus 42? What do I get? So do your calculation. 48 plus 42. Yes, you get 90 degrees. So the rule applies here, must apply. It's the rule that we have to remember. When we have a triangle that one of the angles are a right angle, the sum of the other two equals to 90 degrees. Okay? So that's what it's talking about here. That's what it's talking about here. And why is that important? You will know why. For now, you just have to understand it and memorize it. Simply memorize it. But first, understand why and try it out, and then you will know why this happens. So we say angle ABC, ABC equals to 90 degrees. Correct? And the sum of angle A and C is also 90 degrees. Okay. That's another important rule that we just learned. Part B in this lesson. In triangle QRS, angle RSQ, so let's see, RSQ, which means this angle, is a right angle. Well, I could just tell by looking at the triangle and looking at this symbol. But it's also saying it's also mentioning it in a question. So that's confirming my knowledge that this angle, which is S, or we can call angle S, small s, or remember how we used to name the angles? We can also name it QSR, or we can call it angle RSQ, so equals to 90 degrees. Also it's saying angle RQS, this angle is 48 degrees. Okay, now it's asking for the angle QRS. So the information I know is that the sum of the measures of angle RQS and angle QRS equals to 90 degrees. RQS, so this angle plus this angle is 90 degrees. So there's two ways to solve this question to find angle R. So what is missing is angle R, small r, which I call it here. This angle is missing. I have two ways to solve this problem and find the angle R. One way and I'm going to call this the second way. The first way is the way that we used to do it. We could say, I know there's 90 degrees here plus 48 degrees, and then we add them up together. So we say 90 plus 48 equals to 138. And I know the total angles in a triangle is 180. So I say 180 minus 138, which is 42 degrees. So angle R equals to 42 degrees. But for those students who are watching this video very carefully and listening to me very carefully, they just learned another important rule, that in a triangle, when there's one angle is right angle, the sum of the other two is also 90 degrees. So I know the angle Q plus the angle R is equal to 90 degrees. True? So this is Q, this is R. When we add these two, we get 90 degrees. True? And then angle Q is 48 degrees plus angle R equals to 90. So all I need to do is 90 degrees minus 48 degrees, which we also get 42 degrees. So that's two ways of doing this question and find the missing angle. So one way is the usual way, using the rule of the adding all the angles and using the total of 180. The other way, the second way, is using the new rule that we just learned about. When we have a right triangle, the sum of the two other angles is also 90 degrees. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope you find it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, so every time I post a new video, you can just update yourself and watch it and learn and make me happy. If you have any question, comment below. If you like the video, if you find it helpful, give me a thumbs up too. Thank you and see you soon.